So today what I have for you is a real quick review on a pretty sweet knife that I found the other day in a sporting goods store. Normally I'm not a huge fan of Kershaw knives, but this it's pretty sweet. It's called the Kershaw Antelope Hunter 2, and it's really just it's a pretty sweet little knife for those medium type tasks, similar, fine cutting tasks, kind of things that you would use like a Mira for, or something along those lines. The blade is relatively thin. It's probably about 1/8 of an inch at the thickest point, but it kind of has a I think what you call it is a full grind, where it kind of tapers down all the way from the spine down to the edge or to the bevel. It's made of 8CR13 MOV steel, and the package says that its Rockwell hardness rating is 58 to 60, which, for those of you guys who know knives, that's a pretty hard blade, and that's going to stay sharp pretty well, and stand up to quite a bit of abuse. The blade length is 3 5/8 inches long. The overall length is 8 inches long, and they say it weighs about 3.6 ounces. I'm not sure if that's just the knife or with the sheath, but it's got some jimping here on the spine, and then it's got just kind of a rubberized handle. I guess they call it a copolymer handle, but the finger grooves are very pronounced, and so a lot of guys don't like that, but for me it fits in my hand very well. The blade thickness is maybe just a touch too thick. I wouldn't mind if it was a little bit thinner, but at the price that I got this for, I can't really complain about it at all. I picked it up for $19, and as far as I know, that was the regular price. It wasn't on clearance or anything like that. And for a knife under $20 with a good hard steel, it's corrosion resistant and everything like this one is, and that's pretty impressive in my book. It's more heavy duty than a Mira. You could baton with it. I think the tang is probably about, like a 3/4 inch tang. It probably comes down to around in here. I don't believe that it goes all the way to the back. It's hard to tell with the rubber over it, but that's kind of what it feels like to me. So it could be used for some light batoning or twist splitting or something along those lines. But it's heavy duty enough to do a lot of things with. But really, its specialty is going to be fine carving. I mean, the thing is just super sharp. Even right out of the box, I mean, it'll shave hair off your arm. I touched it up a little bit more using a Smith's 4-inch soft Arkansas stone. And for me, with knives that are really hard, to put a good edge, on those knives, I find that the Arkansas stone seems to work pretty well to hone that down a little bit. Now, if you're wanting to reshape the bevel or something like that, this isn't going to work. It's for basically fine honing, but it works really well with this knife. Now, the sheath that came with it is also pretty impressive. For a $20 knife, I mean, it's a solid leather sheath. It's got basically 2 layers on the outside, a layer on each side, and then a layer in the middle to keep you from cutting your threads and all that kind of stuff. It's got a nice big belt loop on here, and then it's snapped. It's very secure in the sheath. It's not going anywhere. I don't know. Overall, it's a pretty good knife for, like I said, I generally use a 3-knife system, and this would be one of my middle-sized knives that I would use. I haven't had a chance to use this out in the field yet, but I have played around with it just here in the house and in the backyard, cutting some feather sticks and shavings and that kind of thing, and it really does a good job. So I think I'm going to be pretty happy with it. and for the price, you just really can't beat it. So anyway, that is just a quick look, kind of a tabletop review of the Kershaw Antelope Hunter 2. And the model number on it, I noticed that is 1028X. So if you guys are interested, that's what you want to look for there. You could probably find them even cheaper than I did on eBay, because I was just at a local hardware store when I got it. So anyhow, I'd be curious to know what knives you guys have found that are inexpensive but really good quality. I've kind of been on this quest to find the best series of bush knives that are under $50, around $50 or $60, and for a mid-sized knife, this is pretty good. I think it competes pretty well with a Mira type knife, but I don't know. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. So I appreciate your subscriptions, and I'd like to hear your comments, and we'll be getting with you soon on another video. Got several lined up here that I need to take care of. So we'll see you soon. Stay safe.